MicroStrategy soaring 10% for its third straight day of double-digit gains, trading now at record highs. The stock benefiting from the post-election crypto surge, having more than doubled since then. But the chartmaster thinks the top could be in. Carter Worth is out with a note today saying, directly, pointedly, sell it all. Carter, what are you seeing?
Yeah, I mean, look, this is a very unusual circumstance. And before we look at the charts, we know that it has a relationship with Bitcoin, but therein is the issue. Here's a 5-year comparative chart. Just to think, since the August low, that was the low for the S&P, the low for Apple and NASDAQ. Since the August low, this stock is up 5x. Bitcoin has simply doubled. It's diverging to the point where, regardless of what it is, it's no longer tethered to what is the story, apparently, Bitcoin. But let's look at two charts of MicroStrategy. Here is a 5-year chart, and it's log scale because you wouldn't be able to see it if it was arithmetic, how much it's moved. Second and final chart is with the 150-day moving average, the smoothing mechanism, and it is basically as far above trend as you're going to get. And so, listen, steep and uncorrected can always get steeper, but parabolic things typically end the same way, which is out of nowhere you get a shocking drop in gap. And I would say that's the kind of thing that happens here and now.
Is there a support level for MicroStrategy?
Well, not particularly, right? When you're literally, I mean, here's the expression, it's going up and to the left. And think about every day you got to put the bar out to the right when you have a bar chart. It's literally going to fall in on itself, so to speak. And, I don't know what's driving it. Perhaps you all have talked about that or have the answer. But, one client, this is, a big institutional client, he heard this literally, the more expensive the stock gets relative to Bitcoin, the more money they can raise and then buy more Bitcoin, like a flywheel effect. That's insane.
Before we let you go, Carter, NVIDIA, what do you see here?
Yeah, well, it's a non-event, it turns out. And obviously, in a way, that's important because it's not so much if it had done yet another good quarter, if it had missed and done bad things post-trade. I would point out, and this is important, at least by my work, here is a 1-year chart of NVIDIA, and you'll see two moving averages. There's the smoothing mechanism, the 150-day, and the stock has touched it to the penny 3 times. Hasn't touched the 200-day once.